Top tips on how to overcome stress. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Ever feel like the world is moving at a million miles per hour and you're just trying to catch up? Trust me, you're not alone. In today's hyper-connected, always-on society, stress has become almost a default state for many of us. We all know that feeling when deadlines are looming, emails are piling up, and it seems like there's just not enough hours in the day. But here's the kicker. Unmanaged stress isn't just a nuisance. It can have serious impacts on our health and well-being. Chronic stress has been linked to issues like hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and a weakened immune system. According to the World Health Organization, stress-related illnesses contribute to nearly 1 in 5 deaths globally. That's wild, right? Tip 1. Identify your stress triggers. Alright, first things first, before we can tackle stress, we've got to know what's causing it, right? It might sound basic, but you'd be surprised how many people power through without pausing to pinpoint the culprits. Common stressors can range from intense work pressures and financial uncertainties to complex relationships and even environmental factors like noise pollution. A 2019 survey by the American Institute of Stress found that 83% of U.S. workers suffer from work-related stress, costing American businesses up to $300 billion annually due to absenteeism, turnover, and decreased productivity. One technique I swear by is keeping a stress journal. Every time you feel that tension creeping in, jot down what's happening, how you're feeling, and any thoughts racing through your mind. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns. Maybe it's that weekly meeting or that one project that's off the rails. Self-reflection is key here. By identifying triggers, you're already halfway to managing them. Plus, this data-driven approach appeals to our analytical side, giving us tangible insights to work with. Tip 2. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Now, let's talk about mindfulness and meditation. Yes, I know it's a buzzword these days, but stick with me. Mindfulness is all about anchoring yourself in the present moment, which can dramatically reduce anxiety about the past or future. From a neuroscientific perspective, regular mindfulness practice has been shown to increase the density of gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for executive functions like decision-making and emotional regulation. Moreover, studies using fMRI have demonstrated that mindfulness can decrease the size of the amygdala, the brain's fear center, effectively reducing our stress responses over time. A landmark study in 2011 published in Psychiatry Research, Neuroimaging found that just 8 weeks of mindfulness meditation led to measurable changes in brain regions associated with memory, sense of self, empathy, and stress. Cool, right? Let's try a quick breathing exercise together. Take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 4. And exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Feels good, doesn't it? Dedicating just 10 minutes a day to mindfulness can make a world of difference. And hey, apps like Headspace or Calm can guide you if you're new to this. Tip 3. Stay physically active. Okay, moving on, literally. Staying physically active is a total game changer when it comes to stress. When we exercise, our bodies release endorphins, which are endogenous opioid neuropeptides, the body's natural painkillers and mood elevators. Ever heard of the runner's high? That's the endorphins kicking in. But it's not just about endorphins. Exercise also reduces levels of the body's stress hormones, such as adrenaline and cortisol. According to a study published in the Journal of Neuroscience, regular aerobic exercise can increase the production of neurotrophic factors like BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which support the growth and development of neurons, enhancing brain health and cognitive function. Plus, physical activity increases the brain's production of serotonin and norepinephrine, which can improve mood and alleviate symptoms of depression. The CDC recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate-intensity aerobic activity per week. Tip 4. Maintain a healthy diet. Now, let's chat about something near and dear to my heart: food. There's a strong connection between what we eat and how we feel. The gut-brain axis is a real thing, folks. High sugar or high caffeine diets can spike your blood sugar levels, which might give you a quick energy boost but ultimately lead to crashes that exacerbate stress and anxiety. Nutritional psychiatry is a growing field exploring how our gut microbiota affects our mood and cognition. For instance, fermented foods like yogurt and kefir contain probiotics that can enhance gut health and potentially reduce stress. So, what's on the menu? Aim for balanced meals rich in fruits, veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains. Foods high in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon and walnuts, are known to reduce inflammation and may help with stress. Tip 5. Get adequate sleep. Alright, sleep, it's non-negotiable, folks. Lack of sleep doesn't just make you cranky, it can significantly increase stress hormones in your body. Chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to increased cortisol levels and can disrupt circadian rhythms, further exacerbating stress. The National Sleep Foundation recommends 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night for adults, but nearly 40% of people get less than that. So, how do we fix this? Establishing a regular sleep schedule is a great start, yes, even on weekends. Our bodies crave routine. Creating a restful environment is also crucial. That means a cool, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius is optimal, dark room and saying goodbye to screens at least an hour before bedtime. Blue light from devices can mess with your melatonin production, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. Tip 6. Time management. Now, let's tackle time management, because who hasn't felt overwhelmed by their to-do list at some point? Effective time management can seriously reduce stress levels by helping you prioritize what's important. Studies have shown that people who perceive they have control over their time report lower stress levels and higher satisfaction with their work-life balance. One strategy I love is the Eisenhower matrix. It helps you categorize tasks into what's urgent, important, both, or neither. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, while important tasks contribute to long-term goals. Separating these can help you focus on what truly matters. Also, consider using productivity tools like Trello, Asana, or even just a good old-fashioned planner. Tip 7. Learn to say no. Alright, this one's big. Learning to say no. It's tough, I get it. But overcommitting is a surefire way to pile on the stress. Setting boundaries is essential for maintaining your mental health. According to a study published in the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology, individuals who struggle with assertiveness experience higher levels of stress and burnout. So, how do you do it without feeling guilty? Practice polite ways to decline additional responsibilities. I'd love to help, but I'm currently at capacity. I'm honored you asked, but I need to focus on my existing commitments. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else, often your own well-being. Tip 8. Connect with others. Humans are social creatures, we're wired for connection. Social support can act as a powerful buffer against stress. Whether it's friends, family, or colleagues, having people you can turn to makes a huge difference. A meta-analysis published in PLOS Medicine found that individuals with strong social relationships had a 50% increased likelihood of survival compared to those with weaker connections. That's a significant impact. So, make time for coffee chats, join clubs or groups with like-minded folks, or even engage in online communities. Tip 9. Allocate time for hobbies and relaxation. Let's not forget the fun stuff. Engaging in hobbies and relaxation isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity for a balanced life. Hobbies provide an outlet for creativity and can induce a state of flow, where you're fully immersed and time seems to fly. This can significantly lower stress levels and improve overall happiness. According to research published in the Annals of Behavioral Medicine, individuals who engaged in leisure activities had lower cortisol levels, blood pressure, and perceived stress. Hobbies can also enhance neuroplasticity, fostering new neural connections that keep the brain sharp. So, set aside time each week, or even each day, for activities that recharge you. It's not selfish, it's self-care. As the saying goes, you can't pour from an empty cup. Tip 10. Seek professional help when needed. Last but definitely not least, know when to seek professional help. There's absolutely no shame in reaching out. In fact, recognizing that you need support is a sign of strength. Mental health professionals are trained to help you navigate stress and develop coping strategies tailored to you. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for example, has been shown to be highly effective in managing stress and anxiety disorders. CBT works by identifying negative thought patterns and reframing them into more positive, realistic ones. If stress is starting to interfere with your daily life, impacting your work, relationships, or overall happiness, don't hesitate to consult a therapist or counselor. Conclusion. Alright, We've covered a lot of ground today. Let's do a quick recap. 1. Identify your stress triggers. Keep a stress journal and analyze patterns. 2. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Rewire your brain for resilience. 3. Stay physically active. Leverage exercise to reduce stress hormones. 4. Maintain a healthy diet. Feed your body and mind with the right nutrients. 5. Get adequate sleep. Prioritize rest to restore and rejuvenate. 6. Time management. Use tools and techniques to take control of your day. 7. Learn to say no. Set boundaries to protect your well-being. 8. Connect with others. Build a support system that lifts you up. 9. Allocate time for hobbies and relaxation. Recharge through activities you love. 10. Seek professional help when needed. Reach out, it's a sign of strength. Remember, managing stress isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. It's about finding what works best for you and being patient with yourself in the process. Stress management is a journey, not a destination. So, try out these tips, see what resonates, and don't be afraid to tweak things along the way. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What are your go-to strategies for handling stress? Drop them in the comments below. Let's build a community where we can support and learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on future content. I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Take care of yourselves, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.